What's going on, guys? It's UrAvgConsumer. You saw the title. It's AirPods Max Day. And you probably have a bunch of AirPods Max videos in your sub box right now, but I'm glad you're here. Today we are going to be unboxing the AirPods Max, the thing that has been making headlines for the past couple of days. A $550 headphone from Apple. Is it really legit? Let's find out. We are going to just do a quick unboxing. We're going to pop this thing open. Should be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a box like this. Yeah. Oh. Thank you for the sound effect, Carl. But here we have them, guys. These are the AirPods Max. So I guess we don't need the box anymore. So here they are. Now, everyone's going crazy right now because these are a pair of headphones that cost $550. Yes, that's PlayStation 5 money, Xbox Series X money. But Apple's known to have amazing sound quality when it comes to their speakers, their earbuds. I'm a huge AirPods Pro guy. I like the way my HomePod sounds, so I have high expectations for these in the sound department. But let's actually open it up. Let's get a cool on. Oh snap, there was a tab for it. Whoops. I should have known better. Apple always has a tab. Yeah, you're right, Jay. And I ruined it now. No special sound for anybody. All right, so let's take a look at what we get inside of the box. Oh, right to it, right to it. And I gotta say, guys, this thing has some real heft to it. So right now it is inside of its carrying case. Let's get this all out. So we've got the paper, slide that down. Well, before we even get to this, my bad, I'm jumping the gun here. I'm supposed to be a professional unboxer. You get paperwork and you get a lightning cable. USB-C to lightning. So that's everything you get in the box. Now we can put the box away and let's take a look at these. So this is the carrying case that it comes with. It's an interesting design. I've seen all kinds of memes already on the internet, but that's like the trend with Apple products. Whenever Apple comes out with something new, people are like, the first question, what does that look like? And then they make a joke out of it. But either way, these are the case. Interesting note about the case, this is how you of course, travel with it. When you put the headphones inside of the case, it goes into a low power mode so that it automatically goes in and it saves battery. But let's pop out the headphones. All right, and we have the AirPods Max over here. Ooh, this is cool to the touch because it's made out of anodized aluminum. And pop those off. And they come in a bunch of different colors. The one I have over here is space gray. There's also a silver, sky blue, which looks dope, pink, and green. Let's talk about the headphone itself. So this is a very interesting headband. Apple used mesh for the headband and created this whole canopy design so that when it's on your head, it doesn't apply too much pressure. It gives you the right amount of comfort. So that's gonna be interesting to try out and see how it feels for long periods of use. But they also have the band up top, which is like steel covered with a soft to the touch material. So it does feel nice and soft. And they call these their telescoping arms. When you pull them out, they stay in place. It actually does a pretty good job. Once you pick a spot, it doesn't really move. The ear cups now are on this interesting hinge. So when you're on it, you can see how it can rotate and move around. And that's supposed to help with comfort. So it gives you the right seal depending on your head shape, whether you're wearing glasses or you have ear piercings. All of that has been taken into consideration with Apple. So it's going to be interesting to try it on. With this big old head, let's see. Wow. And right next to the telescoping arms, you have a dial here. This is just like the digital crown that you find on the Apple Watch. So it's the exact same idea, and you can control your music volume with this by just turning it. You can also press it to play and pause your music, double tap to skip forward, triple tap to go back a song. So your standard controls are right here, but this is just a much larger version of the digital dial that you see on the Apple Watch. Now, you might think that this is a power button, but there's actually no power button on this device. And this button is so that you can control your active noise canceling. So if you want to turn your active noise canceling on or go into transparency mode, you press this little button over here. But these ear cushions are also pretty interesting. They're made out of a mesh material as well, and it's supposed to provide an immersive seal, like Apple says. Now, the ear cushions can pop out, which I think is interesting too. So you guys can see what they look like. They also have indicators. This has like a giant L, so you know it's the left. And they use magnets to just pop back into place. And you can also see on the inside of the cushions, you've got the sensors so that it knows when you're wearing them and when you aren't. So when you're ready to turn these off, you put them away inside of the case. And once they go inside of the case, they enter a low power state so that they're not draining battery. But if you don't use the headphones for a while after you take them off, they're also supposed to shut down and go into that low power mode. So I do want to go ahead and give these a listen, but I'm going to need to update one of my devices because you need to be on iOS or iPadOS 14.3. So while this is updating, we're gonna put it on this iPad. While this is updating, we're gonna talk about what makes these special and why Apple thinks they should charge $550 for them. So I've already mentioned it earlier, Apple has a pretty good track record when it comes to audio products. They usually make really good sounding stuff. And even when it comes down to the material choices used to produce the sound on these headphones, they've done some crazy work. So we've got all kinds of things inside of this headphone. They have a pair of Apple's H1 chips, the chip that we find inside of like the AirPods Pro. We've got 2 of them inside of here. And with the chips inside of here and it being able to do all of that, Apple is calling it their computational audio. So there's a lot of science and techie stuff going on while you're listening to your audio with these. So of course we're gonna test that out, see if it's worth all the hype. But this thing also features things like gyroscopes and accelerometers so that it can understand the position of your head as you're moving it around and all that kind of stuff. It talks to your device depending on the position. It's, like I said, a lot of crazy stuff going on. And those aren't features that you're finding with other Bluetooth headphones, Bluetooth active noise canceling headphones. You're not finding those kind of features. So I feel like Apple's really trying to bring new experiences to the headphone world. So we're gonna, of course, test it out, wait for this update to finish, and see what it sounds like. All right, so this is done. We're officially on iPadOS 14.3. Let's pop these out. Hey, there we go. So right here, we can just connect, and this is what you expect when you have a product with an H1 chip, W1 chip, easy pairing process, and we're good. Okay, cool. I am very, very excited. Okay, it's official. We're on. Right now, it's actually in transparency mode. What's going on, Jay?
Oh, sound normal?
I can hear you guys clearly. Now, I will say the AirPods Pro have this feature as well. And I don't know if it's like just a form factor thing or what, but when I have the AirPods Pro and I have transparency mode, it feels like I have nothing on in my ears. It is extremely natural. And this sounds pretty good too. I wouldn't be talking loudly to speak to you. I'm speaking at a normal volume, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy because when it comes to transparency mode, I feel like Apple's in competition with themselves. The AirPods Pro, amazing. These, best I've seen on an over-ear headphones. Now, one thing that Apple's claiming this is industry-leading active noise canceling. And we know who the current king of active noise canceling is. You know, Sony got the crown. So that's gonna be interesting to try out and see who has better active noise canceling, because that's a big claim. Okay, but I'm gonna turn off this transparency mode. Yo, this is crazy. Yeah, there's like a natural buzzing in the back. Our boiler room is right on the side of the man cave. Wow, that's kind of insane. You guys wanna try it?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so right now it's in transparency mode. So that button in the front, yeah, right there, press that.
Yo, what? Where that noise went?
Okay, now you're in transparency mode.
Oh, I hear myself. Hello. Hey.
All right, so now active noise canceling.
Yeah, I hear nothing.
Okay, so now I gotta play some music. So I'm gonna play this right with the active noise canceling on. So I'm gonna go right for it.
Oh, we lost him.
Yo, okay. So far, color me impressed. So I'm gonna try one more song from Big Sean. You can feel the bass. You rockin' with me. Oh, God. Oh, wow. So one thing that impressed me the most is that bringing it to max volume, there's like no distortion. Usually with headphones, you guys know, if you've got a pair of headphones, you bring the volume all the way up, it sounds a little weird, it starts to get a little bit distorted. But Apple has actually been very careful about the materials that they choose inside of the drivers, the things that actually make the sound. And the distortion level throughout the entire volume range is up to 1%. The harmonic distortion is up to 1%, 100%, and these sounded crystal clear. All right, one last song. I gotta switch it up crazy. I'm gonna do some progressive metal. I'm gonna bring the volume up. These get loud. And I feel like I am hardcore selling this right now. That is not my intention. I am just completely shocked at how good these sound. Can we like, I'm sorry, can we try something else? I gotta get my Sonys. Those are like my go-tos. Give me a second. I gotta find those headphones. All right, so I got my Sonys here. Okay, this is not a comparison or anything. I just wanna hear something. Wait a minute. So I just did some messing around, you guys. This is a battle. This is a battle. If you guys are interested in seeing a comparison video, let me know with a comment down below. So, for audio, for music, it sounds amazing. I have to do a lot of testing. So, not final thoughts, these are just first impressions. I gotta give this way more time, but it goes beyond that. This isn't just about listening to music. With these, you're also going to be able to watch movies and have a really special experience, especially with spatial audio. Let's actually do that quick test for spatial audio. Let's turn that on. If I turn on spatial audio, immediately, instead of just sounding like it's coming from left and right, it sounds far more immersive. Oh, that's insane. I hear the maracas and this clacking like over here. It's very, very cool stuff. Now, we've seen this feature before with the AirPods Pro, but it's definitely a bit more pronounced on a pair of headphones like these. Now, let's talk about the $550 price tag a little bit. Now, I know a lot of people immediately heard the price and said, whoa, $550, Apple's losing their mind. That's way too expensive for just the average person, right? But Apple's been on this trend of making products that go beyond just like the mainstream stuff. So I think because Apple is a company that sells to average everyday people, they sell things that I would buy, they sell things that Carl would go in the store and just pick up. When they make really high-end stuff, people can see it as Apple just doing the most and overselling a product. But I think what Apple tries to do is create a product that rivals the best in the industry. Because let's be real, there are headphones out there that cost thousands of dollars. $550 is not new. We know there are tons of companies out there who sell headphones in this price range, but because they're not as popular and as mainstream as Apple, Apple gets more flack for it. Now, and I'm not making excuses up. If we take a look at something like the XDR display, that is a product that costs $6,000, and any regular person, Carl hears that and he's like, yo, $6,000 monitor, you're right. Never. But they're making a product that rivals monitors, reference monitors, that cost like $20,000, $30,000. So Apple's essentially bringing super high-end level stuff down to a much more affordable price. I'm not saying that that is what these are. I haven't spent enough time with these to say that's what they've accomplished here, but it seems like that's what Apple is trying to do. And while a lot of people are gonna say, hey, Apple's out of their mind, nobody is going to buy this, and every single color of the AirPods Max right now on Apple's website is completely sold out, and you won't be able to get your hands on it till like 3 or 3.5 months out. That's a lot of people picking these up. So don't be surprised when you see a ton of people walking around in the streets with these guys on. We didn't think the AirPods were gonna blow up like that. And look at that. But if you guys enjoyed this video and this first impressions, first look, hopefully you kind of understand what these are a bit more now. I think I'm gonna have fun with this one. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, be the cool guy or girl that gives this video a thumbs up. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Till then, it's your average consumer. Peace. I just want to go and listen to these right now.
I'm gonna go buy one.
All right. Take you 3 months though.